organized labor of our unions who have fought for all workers, including their membership. So I'm here to thank you all on behalf of the President and myself, and then to rededicate ourselves to the work we need to get done. And in particular, we created the White House Task Force on Worker Organizing and Empowerment, and the President has asked the Secretary and I to lead that, and it is in many ways about addressing not only what we must do to reinforce the right of collective bargaining, card check issues like that, but also what we need to do to address the barriers that stand in the way of workers organizing. Because there are still so many, and you all know that, which is why we're going to have this conversation today. So-called right-to-work laws, employer intimidation, which we hear about sometimes on the television and on the nightly news, and sometimes and often we don't hear about it, but you all do, and so we got to talk about that. Barriers in terms of attacks on card check. And our administration feels very strongly that there is no issue that we can take on that is too small or too big to do what we must do to remove the barriers to workers having the ability, the true, real ability, to join a union and to organize. The American Rescue Plan was a fight against many of these barriers by our administration, one of the first issues that we took on, and thanks to organized labor and many others, we got it passed. The American Rescue Plan, as the President will talk about, is unabashedly pro-union. We are very proud that our administration will probably be the most pro-union of any we've seen before. So in the American Rescue Plan, we put in $350 billion for states and cities and towns to help protect public sector jobs, which we remember have been under threat of at least reducing the numbers, if not getting rid of some of them altogether. In that plan, we got $170 billion in funding for schools to get schools reopened safely, but to also protect and support our teachers and our educators throughout the educational system. So it's the teachers, it's the school bus drivers, it's cafeteria workers, all of the folks who are part of making education real in our country. Nearly $31 billion went to funding for transit systems. Of course, let's talk there about the essential work, especially highlighted during the pandemic, of our transit workers, who every day drove people around, perfect strangers, risking their own safety and the safety of their families because of their dedication to their work and their understanding about the essential nature of that work. So none of this could have happened without unions, and I'm here to say